We found a group of people who drove over 9 hours for a gas station, and we had to find out why. So we drove 165 miles from Maryland to the grand opening of Virginia's very first Buc-ee's in Rockingham. Buc-ee's doesn't officially open until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but we wanted to come here and see what was going on. Ashley is standing guard, and she's not letting anyone in who shouldn't be here. Parked behind us is a family from Maryland, and they drove here just for the excitement of being one of the first people to be at this Buc-ee's.
Hi, I'm Heather Smith.
I'm Mallory.
And why are you here, and where'd you come from?
We are here for our first Buc-ee's to see it and the grand opening. And we're from?
Ellicott City, Maryland.
Ellicott City, Maryland. Wow. So how long did it take you to get to this Buc-ee's?
It took us 2.5 hours.
And why? Why would you come all the way from Maryland down here into Virginia to go to a Buc-ee's?
Because we've never been, and they've got like 120 gas pumps and Buc-ee nuggets.
Wait. You have never been to a Buc-ee's before?
No.
But you've had the beaver nuggets?
No.
You've never had beaver nuggets before?
No.
Oh my gosh, can you believe that? They've come here and they have never had beaver nuggets. They have never been to a Buc-ee's. This must be so exciting for you guys.
It is.
Are you staying all night?
Yes. We
So you guys
canceled
are
our hotel room to stay.
Oh my goodness, so you're gonna sleep here tonight?
Yes.
Okay, now, what are you gonna do if you have to use the restroom?
We were told we have to go to the 7-Eleven.
Okay, wow. Well, I hope I get to see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic time.
Yes.
Whatever you do, get the brisket and get some beaver nuggets, because they are dynamite. There are people who are very fond of Buc-ee's, and people that travel hours, I'm talking about 10 hours or more for an opening for a new Buc-ee's. For them, it's like Disney World. We have made the decision that tonight we have to be just like those fanatics. They're expecting over 20,000 by 10 a.m. We are going to go back to the campground. We're going to get our RV and we're going to park in the Buc-ee's now. So you notice people are getting really excited because as these employees start leaving the parking lot, then everybody in these lines will be able to start coming in. Now they're anticipating that will be around midnight tonight, but I think it might be even sooner because this lot is getting more and more empty and we can't wait to get in. Who's excited about Buc-ee's opening tomorrow?
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, who's excited? I see the excitement gets less and less the further we get from the door. Okay.
I'm Andrew Gorman.
And what brings you to Buc-ee's at 11:30 at night?
So I was thinking, what if I could be the first person to run a half marathon around Buc-ee's? I was like, you know what? Sounds as a good idea as any. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning at like 6:30. Run a half marathon. I'm going to go around the building and just circle it. It's about 50 laps.
Awesome. So we're going to catch you at different points in this, okay? He'll run with you and ask you questions. How you doing?
Nope. I've done my marathon, so I'm done. It's opening day at Buc-ee's. There are a few more cars in the parking lot, but it's not crowded yet, at least not out here. We haven't seen the door. So we're gonna go take a look and see what's going on up there.
Well, the line has certainly grown since they first let everyone in last night.
Into the parking lot.
6 o'clock is the official grand opening time, and we'll be there for the first Virginia Buc-ee's
We're already here.
ever. This is like a world record of one.
Of one.
Okay.
Good morning, what's up?
Ready to
Let's do that. I do that.
Everyone looks so tired. This is the first Buc-ee's in Virginia.
4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock. It's 5:45.
Okay, this is definitely the longest line. The other side is not as long. So John, what are your first impressions of this grand opening?
Crazy, but it's actually pretty orderly.
And it's my understanding that somebody dropped something for us.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll see you later.
Now, if you thought your last visit to Buc-ee's was crowded, check this out.
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is an event.
This Buc-ee's has to be the most crowded Buc-ee's we have ever been to.
Ever.
And we have seen so many people so very excited about being here. We got here at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and the line was already starting on the road outside of Buc-ee's.
Yes, we were in that line.
Why do I think so many people showed up? Because this is Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's is a Texas thing. Everything's bigger in Texas. Now we're here in Virginia, and everybody wants a piece of it. I mean, look around. We had an 8-minute line of people getting in the door. People got here yesterday at 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's been crazy. It's just, Buc-ee's, it's hard to explain, but when you walk around the store and you see the personalities and the staff and the management and the trainers, everybody came in to make this possible, that's what makes Buc-ee's great. If you're not here, you're missing out. Get here.
Awesome. And when are you coming to Maryland? And when are you coming to Maryland?
That's a good question. I don't know. We're flying out of there at 1 o'clock today, but it may be pretty soon. We never know.
Awesome.
He wants a high five.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of Buc-ee's. One might say Arch Beaver Alpin, the founder of Buc-ee's, had convenience store ownership in his blood. Alpin's grandparents, Arch and May Alpin, owned and ran a general mercantile and gas station they named the Biggest Little Store in Catalua. The first Buc-ee's was opened by Arch Beaver in 1982 in Clute, Texas. Its iconic logo comes from a combination of Arch's nickname, which was Beaver, and his dog, Buc-ee. His motto for all of his stores? Clean, friendly, and in stock. The Rockingham store is the 69th Buc-ee's and spans 74,000 square feet. It has 120 fueling stations, 600 parking spaces, 20 electric vehicle charging stations, and created over 200 local jobs for the area.
So where is this new Buc-ee's?
This Buc-ee's is at exit 240 on Highway 81.
Brisket on the board!
Brisket on the board!
You won't find a cleaner bathroom anywhere on the road, except maybe our RV. In my pocket, a shopping list from my co-workers. I've never had these before. Hopefully they'll share. I think that's my whole list. Hi everyone at work. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
I have never had a Buc-ee's breakfast. Have you?
No.
How about we go get some breakfast?
Yes, let's do that.
Way to go!
This Buc-ee's has RV spaces, and they're wide enough that, especially if you get an end space, you can put your slides out. There are about 12 of them, I believe, so get here early.
John, this sandwich has so much going on in it.
Oh, it does?
It's got sausage, bacon, potatoes, egg.
It's a whole breakfast.
It's like everything, every breakfast food you could have thrown in here except for pancakes. I'm glad we're splitting it. This thing is loaded.
That is a whole breakfast.
The parking lot was getting crowded as the dignitaries arrived, so we hopped on top of the RV to get some pics and watch the ribbon cutting. And while we could hear every word during the mic check, once everyone arrived, we couldn't hear a thing. And the parking lot was getting crazy crowded, so we made a decision to grab some lunch and check out some sights in Newmarket.
And look at this.
I'm just too worried if I leave here, when we come back, there might be 3 cars parked in front of us.
Yeah, I know.
I already tried.
Yeah, that guy had to back up. He's kind of blocking me, but I'll see if I can
get around him as long as no one's here.
Right.
Too tight over there. So I'm gonna stand out here.
Yeah, people have been parking. Look at this. People pulled in between cars, and it's crazy out here. All right. I'll see you later. I'll get your apple cranberry salad.
Thank you, John. That's different.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Sarsaparilla.
After spending 18 hours soaking up the Buc-ee's madness, we headed back to the campground for much-needed showers and a quick change. Then we hit the road to explore a bit of local history at the Newmarket battlefield.
Sherry, I know you're happy to be here. Guess where we are?
I just woke up.
Okay.
This is our last day in this area of Virginia, and we are doing something that John really wanted to do.
Yes. Come on, Sherry, you're thrilled to be here.
I am.
Not really something Sherry's into, but we are here at the Virginia Museum of the Civil War.
We won, yeah.
We won, yes. And actually, we're right next to the battle, where the Battle of Newmarket took place, Newmarket, Virginia. Yeah, we were out here nearby a few years back, and my father-in-law and Justin and I came out here to see the museum. So I wanted to bring Sherry along because I enjoyed it so much. I thought I'd share it with her.
Yay.
Come on, let's go inside.
But there's a statue over here.
Yes, there is a statue right there.
Should we see that first?
Sure, it's right here. It's actually a statue of Stonewall Jackson.
Okay.
Not sure how our viewers would feel about that. But it is Virginia. Now, I've always been a history buff. I have all kinds of history books, and I've read most of them.
And for him, it doesn't matter which side.
No, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there were really great generals on both sides of this war. As a matter of fact, I knew a lot of people when I was in the Army years ago that really were into the battles of Robert E. Lee, because he was a tactical genius. And he and the Union General, General Grant, actually were at West Point. I'm not sure in the same class, but they ran into each other up there.
I guess with your military background, that's why you love history so much.
Yeah, and with my military background, I really like military history more than just history. So, especially Civil War and World War II. Those are my two favorite
I forgot
things.
my socks. I'm just gonna go put these away.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what that was.
My socks.
Socks.
Let's go.
So let's go. I think these are actual tombstones that were moved here. And yes, one thing about the Battle of Newmarket was VMI sent cadets to that battle. The Confederates asked for help, and VMI answered, and they sent these young men out to the battlefield. And here are some of the tombstones that they moved here of some of the cadets that were killed in that battle.
So these cadets, like VMI right today,
Yes.
if you were to enroll in VMI, you're required to be in the ROTC, but you're not required to actually serve in the military unless you you get a scholarship money, right?
Right.
So you can do 4 years of military school and then just go out and be a civilian, or you can opt to join the military. So was it the same back then for these guys?
I don't know that, but the thing about this is that these guys were still cadets. They hadn't even graduated yet.
And which side did they fight on?
The Confederate side. That tells you the Confederates were getting desperate by that time. They needed anybody they could get on the field. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Look, I'm official now. Let's check out the museum. This is the highest ranking African American in the Civil War. His name is Major Alexander T. Augusta, and he was a doctor. Unfortunately, he was assaulted in Baltimore for wearing his officer's uniform. So Baltimore was kind of a half and half city, a little bit of Union, a lot of Confederate sympathizers. But he actually was transferred to the command of the Freedmen's Hospital near Washington, D.C. So he was, he held command, so he was actually pretty prominent. Hey, Sherry.
Yes.
How are you liking your tour of the museum?
Definitely different than our evening and morning at Buc-ee's.
Yes. It's a field of lost shoes. Now, if we could just lose those shoes. What is up with those shoes?
The field of squeaky shoes.
Yes, that's what we have today. Now, this is going to be one of my favorite parts of this tour.
Wait a minute. There's
What?
one thing you haven't done yet.
What haven't I
Like,
done?
we talked about like the field of shoes,
Oh, the
but never
field of lost
explained what
shoes.
that meant.
Oh, see, the day of the battle, it rained a lot. The night before, it rained heavily. And when the VMI cadets went out there, they actually were doing well. So toward the end, they charged the Union lines. And as they went through the farmer's field, the mud was deep and thick, and so they started losing their shoes. And so that field became known as the field of lost shoes. Look at that. See, I know things. And now look at this.
So do you want to walk the path to the house?
Yeah, let's check out the house. I didn't get to do that last time, so let's see what's over there. Let's go.
Those mountains up there are so pretty.
They are very pretty mountains. And
So-
here's our trail,
Yep.
the Battle of New Market. Yeah, these houses are really small.
And look, there's blood on the wall.
There is. There's blood on the wall. And they have two barrels holding up what appears to be some boards. Probably a door.
Not a very comfy table.
No, it isn't. Wow. Just surprised how small the houses were.
You don't need the big houses of today.
No, I guess they didn't.
You don't need them.
No.
It's too much work to keep them up.
It's too much work to keep up a house now. They're too big. And this is the parlor.
You know, my grandma's house had locks like this.
Oh, look at
It's
these.
like these locks. Yep.
Well, you know, they work, so that's probably why they had them for so long.
What do you want to see now?
I think we've been all through the museum, and this is the first time I've been to see the buildings out here on the battlefield. I think I've had a full day, especially after Buc-ee's this morning.
How about, can we do one more thing?
Sure.
And I don't know if this is like actually there or not, but can we look to see if like Newmarket has like some sort of a historical area?
Yeah, let's go
Like a
check that out.
historic town or something like that, and then go see what it's like?
Yeah, let's go check out Newmarket.
So historic Newmarket isn't looking very promising. I think we're both exhausted from our past few days. So I think we're just gonna head back to the campground. It's been a pretty busy weekend here, hasn't it, John?
Yes.
And we're just finishing up our Buc-ee's. I had the chicken, cranberry, walnut salad. What'd you get?
Carolina barbecue sandwich.
I gotta tell you, the grand opening at Buc-ee's really wore me down.
That was chaos.
It was. I have never seen anything like it before. I gotta say, it does kind of surprise me, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. We spent a long time there.
Yeah, we did.
So where should we go next? Ohio?
That's nice.
Pennsylvania?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't ventured really into New Jersey for any camping yet.
No, we haven't.
Maybe we should head up to New Jersey.
We should.
Let us know, folks. Where do you think we should go on our next adventure? It's over. Bye.
Bye.
We're tired. Exhausted. Can't do anything else.
Let's go on a
Let's sit
hike.
here all night.
Yeah, we are.